it's up to him to prove what he said to be true, as they are looking to take on J-Team here. Winner, of course, will secure themselves almost certainly into that first seed of the lower bracket, so the 5th seed overall, heading into the PCS playoffs. They will be going up against the LCO and the LJL. Of course, you get better seeding means you get the worst team coming through from those regions, which always does feel a whole lot better.
Yeah. I am worried about Kriskada in the mid lane this game.
Yeah.
We'll see how... to be fair, I haven't seen the matchup, but in my mind, Karma gives the Smolder a very hard time.
Minions have spawned.
At least until Smolder can get his 25 stacks and 3 points in W. And then it's probably okay. You can maybe just match wave clear. Try dodge out of the poke.
Sure. Now Jungler's starting on the same side of the rift. Blue start for Lalva, and Raptors looking like it will be for 665. We'll see what this means as the lanes progress. We've got a lot of health down there for Chi Chi to claim.
Yeah, W start. Bard.
Maybe we're seeing why. Oh, Tide will miss that cue. We are seeing why.
Yeah, Zeri not the strongest laner, but big chunk onto Tide. It is a Senna.
Does have the Doran's blade, and alongside that will, of course, have healing up on his Q, fleet footwork, even has Bickies. Connects on the root. Oh, that's really annoying. That's all the hot cocoa's gobbled up already.
It's got another one brewing at least. Wave is in an okay spot for J-Team, especially if they can thin it out a bit. DCG don't feel comfortable going for any harass here. Both junglers look like they just passed path straight to bot.
Yeah, I think probably similar things on their mind. Lalva wanting to find an angle to gank the lane, and 665 probably wanting to protect it. Scarlet is doing okay in this mid lane thus far. Actually going to be up CS, assuming he gets these two.
Yeah, Minji's used both as pots already. Top lane, I mean, Taco's up some CS when we don't usually see this matchup. Was Lethal Tempo nerfed this patch? Or I think it's 14.4. That Lethal Tempo is going to get nerfed for melee champions, and we might see a lot less Yone, honestly. It's almost halved in the early game. Yone, Yasuo, champs that get a lot of their early game laning strength from Lethal Tempo.
That's right, I don't play any of those champs.
Yeah, I'm happy.
I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I play Tryndamere.
Yeah, Tryndamere is going to suffer.
But...
Probably 2 autos away from the kill there. Minji doesn't risk taking a tower shot. So it's probably going to mean Lava can pick up these Raptors, decides not to. I guess Kriskada's taking back, yeah.
I think it's a tempo thing. If he stays, he's going to lose out on minions, and even if you get the Raptors, it's probably not worth losing out on a minion wave.
Yeah. Back looks a lot better for Minji as well. Don't love these items on Smolder.
Yeah, got a bit of cooldown. The glowing moat.
Yeah. Always feels terrible to buy that item.
It does. I guess it on Smolder, not as terrible.
Yeah.
Because every little bit of ability haste does count. Oh, misses the chain. And Taco maybe making the most of his counter pick.
Oh, wow.
My God. Flash forward, auto attack will secure the first blood. 2 days in a row now have we seen Lakai be taken out in the 1v1 up and top lane.
Yeah, Lakai loses his flash as well.
Yeah, tried to flash that E damage.
Yeah, and still Taco. Kind of the only player we've seen successfully punish these Aatrox picks.
Yeah. Seems pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Lava, though, despite his top laner going down, is going to take this time to secure himself one, maybe even two of these Void Grubs. 665, though, is in the area. Taco, having not recalled, though, means that this is going to be a very difficult fight. But Smite advantage means he will pick up one. So it's 2 Void Grubs to just the 1 for DCG. But the solo kill, of course, being the most important thing.
So Taco just gets his Q3 up, and I think Lakai just whiffs his W here, which makes a big difference in this fight, I think. And just holds on to his flash maybe too long, doesn't recognize that he's in trouble there. Well played by Taco.
Yeah, it truly was probably just one auto difference between living and not living. But Taco finds the auto, finds himself an extra 400 gold for his troubles.
Yeah, big Yone. Pretty difficult to deal with if you're J-Team.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of lockdown.
Yeah, and there's just not much burst either. Yeah, he's going to have free reign if he gets very far ahead this game.
Oh, okay. E will miss from Orca, so was dodged away. And honestly, when you are using that E from Zeri, it is actually a substantial amount of mana.
Yeah, it's a very long cooldown too.
Do you think he'll go Navori or IE? Because I've seen arguments that Navori is only good to get your E cooldown, which you don't really care about that much if you're playing right. And IE just does way more damage.
On Zeri?
Yeah.
I doubt he'll go for either first item.
Not first item. Of course not first item.
I think I'm an IE fan.
Yeah, I think IE does a lot more damage, but you do have to play a little bit safer. A lot of damage coming down. Inso isn't going to go down, but DCG are going to have to flash away as Orc is going to lose that, summon a spell. Inso and the rest of J-Team will retain theirs.
Yeah, got to be happy with that as J-Team. Nice bait for Enso. Does lose his exhaust, but gets a flash in exchange. The Zeri build used to be Navori with Rudons.
Yeah.
And
then even before that, it used to be Titanic Hydra.
Oh yeah,
and
that was my favorite.
And Black Cleaver.
The extremely unskilled tank Zeri build.
Oh, we have seen one other Zeri this split, by the way. It was an experimental Hexblade. I think it was Eminem. We did see one Zeri.
Yeah, the item does make sense on Zeri. You're doing most of your work when you push ult.
Yeah, you do almost... Yeah, the Zeri really isn't a champ outside of ult.
Yeah.
Kind of feels similar to Aatrox. In terms of team fighting, at least.
Yeah. I mean, we did also see, like, the W-centric Zeri builds.
Oh, yeah. The ones where it used to do, like, Lux ult levels of damage. Oh, flash forward. Cruscati's going to flash away from that Mantra Q. Through will come Mami, stayed within. That Xin Zhao old Dragon Kick will come through, and 665 going to claim himself a kill on the opposing team's jungler.
Yeah, we're seeing...
665 has started 1-0.
Yeah, that's a problem. We're seeing him play around Cruscata as the stats suggested he might. A really nice turnaround from Cruscata. I didn't think they would have the damage to kill a Jhin there, especially if you look at Smolder's items. Not building a lot of damage. It's very high base damage.
Got a lot of cooldown reduction.
So he gets flashed on, and this just looked like a good play by J-Team. They get a flash, and it looks like it's for nothing, but Luava's kind of just stuck here without his flash, and Bard is not there, not able to do anything in time.
But still, Minji doing fine for himself, at least in this mid lane, of course. Cruscata keeping up a little bit more than I perhaps expected. Taco facing off against Lakai yet again. He's going to have to use that Fate Seal, but can he find the angle without it getting blocked? He won't be able to, but he's got that Q3.
Wow.
So ult for ult trade, of course. I think Taco would have taken that fight if not for this Xin Zhao strolling up the river.
Yeah, well played by Taco to just get out there. It's just a trade of ults at the end of the day. J-Team trying to get a kill off on Taco just before his flash comes up, but he plays it well and gets out. Gonna pick up the Void Grubs for themselves.
Yeah, so are they going to be able to get all three of these? Because that would give them those Void Mites. Red buff is currently what 665 is heading. He should be kind of privy to the idea that these are going down. In fact, he's going to just blast on over into that pit. No smite available for Lalva, so Void Mites denied. And 65 probably can be just happy to leave this pit if he wants to. Gonna get knocked up, actually. Maybe staying a little bit too long. Dragon's Rage coming out. Also, center ult and Ward Jump will eventually get into his safety. But a little bit more use than perhaps you'd wanted to just for that
Yeah.
pink ward.
Yeah, sucks to use Senna ult, a very long cooldown there. Looks
Yeah, in
like
the
Chi-Chi
meantime-
ulted,
Yeah, use that lightning crash. Not a whole lot of damage came down, and I mean, you have gained not really anything, honestly. You lost Enso's flash even, and Ghost for Chi-Chi.
Yeah, we'll hopefully get a replay of what happened in the bot fight. As, I don't know if you noticed, but 665 is 2 levels up on that while he was doing those Void Grubs.
Yeah, and he has his Sundered Sky already. Obviously the kill helping out, but yeah, just camp lead in general.
Ooh, nice trade from Tide. Lands the snare and the 2-man Q.
Okay.
So the gold lead is almost 2K.
Yeah, from 2 kills and also a dragon. Obviously, next dragon spawning in 2.5 minutes, but it's the same time as will be the Rift Herald.
Yeah, I think it's the side lanes picking up plates as well.
Oh. Sonic Wave not going to connect. So, I mean, what are you thinking? You're impressed with Taco's Yone here in this one?
Yeah, very impressive. I mean, I was questioning whether they should have just first picked the Aatrox, just because we haven't seen it really successfully countered that often. But last time we saw it, it was Taco, and he's got a different pick that he's able to counter with this time, and he first bloods Lakai.
He does.
Yeah,
I don't know if you
impressive.
remember, by the way, but this was the exact matchup last time these two team met, except opposing players having the champion. As in, Taco had the Aatrox, whereas Lakai had the Yone, and Taco also the best in that game. I can't remember how the lane went, per se, but they definitely won the game eventually. And that's not to say J-Team can't win this game, of course. 2K, not an insurmountable
Oh, that was
lead.
the game too. That was
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
banger of a game. Did I suggest not a whole lot revolved around the top lane? It was largely the fact one team had LeBlanc, Lee Sin, the other team had like I think they had a Maokai and then a Kali was their mid laner. It was just, I don't know, it was mental.
I think that was one of the Maokai support games.
Yeah, it
Orca
was.
played a lot of that for a while.
But now he's a carry.
Yeah. He has his Luden's companion already finished.
Oh, Tempered Fake gonna land on the Tide here. Cosmic Binding should be a sure thing. Is going to be, but Tide gets the flash off before it connects on the wall to create a little bit of distance. Ult will come out, but not before he is just going to get absolutely annihilated. On the top side, though, it is going to be traded back as Taco, alongside 65, managed to find a kill up onto Lakai. So not all for naught, but it's certainly a good find on the bottom side here for J-Team.
Yeah, I think that definitely favors DCG, though. Look how many plates they're taking in mid and top, and it's just a kill onto your Karma on the support. Still well played dive. Lakai loses his flash, goes down again. Yeah, it doesn't hurt how ahead Taco already was in that lane. Makes that dive a lot easier.
Yeah, Kraken Slayer, 40 CS, an entire tower. I think Taco's in a position to just take over this game in its entirety. Orca teleporting in.
Lakai does have TP here.
Taco does not have TP. Lakai does, but no ult on the Aatrox makes it feel a little bit, you know, sad to be teleporting in. He's going to do so anyway. 665 going to claim that smite. Chris Gardner coming down with his mother. And now Taco trying to come in from the backside. He's still a little bit far away. Resonating Strike going to be activated, and 665 is going to be absolutely annihilated. Lightning Crash coming out as Chi-Chi continues on forward. Tide the next target. They're not going to find him as Smolder finds a kill there onto Lava, and Taco is on the back. He's coming in through the mid lane. Fate Sealed not quite available here for this Yone, but it's very near to being so. Going to go forward. Chi-Chi's going to flash, but he's also going to find the way out some way, somehow. The fight's a 1 for 1. But it is Dragon taken for DCG.
Yeah, Lava goes for a steal there through the magical journey, doesn't quite get it, and then 665. Somehow I knew he was going to take that Lee Sin Q. into 4 people. Goes down for it, and Taco's not able to pick up Chi-Chi at the end there. Does get Chi-Chi's flash, though.
And Chi-Chi's tower.
Yeah, and yeah, it does suck to have your flash down. I think Zeri just almost has to solo carry this game at this point. It's going to be very hard for J-Team.
Hard for J-Team it will be. We're looking at Taco now.
Wow.
If we can find this, this would be a massive pick. Taco, he's going to have to try and fight this 1v3 somehow. Dodges out of the Cosmic Binding, but with Xin Zhao now in melee range, you are just going to be going down.
I mean, Minji looked really good last time he played the Karma, and I mean, he just flashes onto Taco and removes about half of his HP with the Mantra Q, and then roots him as they're going to engage onto Lava, maybe.
Yeah, Lava going to be fine. Dragon's Rage coming out. He's going to get that ultimate off, and through the Magic Journey he will go, and once again
Senna
we
ult.
have an escape.
Senna ult, maybe. Tide doesn't look like he's going to go for it.
Yeah, maybe not wanting to commit the cooldown with Rift Shield being up. Lava, probably too low to fight this. Minji, though, if he can find some impactful poke, maybe there's a way. Doesn't look like there will be.
Yeah, jungler is just too chunked out, I think. Taco does have teleport up now, so he will be able to show up to this Rift Herald, and though DCG don't get the kill, they'll be happy to get the Rift Herald. Meanwhile, though, Lakai, up to his antics of last series, where he just sat in the side lane while all of that was going on, and you know, he's got his item now.
Yeah,
I don't think
Taco's almost got IE.
Yeah, he's almost a full item down. I don't think we're gonna see him do much in the 1v1, but he can definitely have impact on fights now. So many squishy targets on the side of DCG. So there's not a lot of setup for him. Kind of has to do it all on his own. We've seen Aatrox succeed when he's got things like Rel and Maokai on his team. Because just even a short lockdown, if he's landing the sweet spots on his Qs, with this build especially, he's just going to be one-shotting. Things like Hui and Senna, Smolder.
So Lakai going to be able to get himself this tower almost certainly. 65 might be caught out in the jungle. He's going to get Magic Q. That's going to take out a massive chunk of his health bar. Even another one going to be landing here as 65 going to limp away just barely, but Face Seal connects onto 3 on the backline. Minji is going to stay alive. Lava with uses of that Xin Zhao ult. Finding once again immense value. Mum coming down, won't catch Lava on the backside. These fights are so close.
Yeah.
Massive ult from Taco, but nothing to follow up on it.
Yeah, it looked like the game was just over off of that Yon ult, honestly, but somehow J-Team again get away with slivers of HP. They've dropped the Rift Herald, though, and probably going to pick up 2 towers for themselves.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah.
I always forget about that.
Tempered Fate going to be used. We saw Maple as well do a similar thing with the Azir, where he just chucked out that Emperor's Divide. Stopped the Rift Herald in its tracks.
So Chi-Chi did go for Static Shiv, and by the look of it, gonna be Navori next. So I think Cascada is stacking really well this game. He already had his 115 stacks.
125.
125 stacks at about 15 minutes. I think it might have even been 14 minutes. So he's going to be very close. Yeah, he's on 207 now.
Oh my. That is exceedingly quick.
Yeah, so he's done fine into the Karma. Up 30 CS now.
IE completed for Taco. Very, very scary. Opportunity as well, and 2 items here on Cascada's Smolder being the Essence Reaver as well as the Spirit. Shojin, 65 going to be found once again. He's going to return it though. Resonating Strike onto Lava. Smite going to be used. Looking for this Jungler Dragon's Arb kick is going to be fantastic. Yonol's going to be even better, but Lava's going to survive as the Kai does use that World Ender, and a massive Magic Q connects onto Tides. Senna, Chi-Chi in the back line. They're going to find 2 almost immediately. Orca, Taco, Cascada trying to defend what's left of their team. Magical Journey not quite good enough to find these members of DCG, but Cascada is certainly hitting very hard. But it should be this Dragon given over to J-Team after a bit of a catastrophic start to the fight.
I mean, again, somehow Lava gets away on a sliver of HP, and J-Team are able to somehow turn it around. I think it was off the back of just one Mantra Q from Minji.
Yeah, connects onto Tide and just eliminates him.
I think he hits 2, and I mean, you have to be frustrated if you're DCG. It feels like you're so much stronger at this point in the game. They're not able to pick up this kill on Lava, which looked like a sure thing, but a nice use of his ulti and flashing away from the own. And there's the Mantra Q that hits 2, and 665 goes down. Nice engage from Chi-Chi there, or follow-up from Chi-Chi. Orca gets chunked by the Zeri W as well, and Dragon somehow goes over to J-Team there. They're still 4k gold down.
Yeah, but they've bought themselves 5 more minutes until this Infernal Soul could perhaps come out.
Yeah, they're giving themselves a chance in this game, but with the Smolder scaling, the Senna scaling, even the Hui scaling, they still have to play very actively, as I think they realized, and have pretty good Baron vision set up.
Yeah, very fast Baron in this game, despite having the Senna. You have the Yone and the Smolder.
Yeah. Yeah, just enough damage on the team that it is going to be a fast Baron.
It's going to be Grom picked up for 665. Are we looking once again onto Lava? We've tried this so many times before, fellas.
Yeah, Smolder's got the execute now.
Yeah, that's a big tipping point.
Yeah.
Can be, at least.
We've seen Betty from similar spots, maybe even from worse early games than Cascada's had. Completely take over once he gets to this point.
Yeah.
Getting the rapid fire cannon will help.
Yeah, the difference is, right, that Betty went for Essence Reaver into rapid fire.
Yeah.
So he had a lot more safety.
Yeah.
Because Cascada will have more damage and more DPS if able to do it. But it's going to be a little harder to actually to find. Everything slowing down. I mean, I don't think either of these teams feel confident enough to look at Baron.
Yeah.
And honestly, if you're Smolder Center, you're kind of happy just sitting here and getting these stacks until the next fight.
Yeah, DCG shouldn't feel any rush. They're maybe a bit frustrated that they didn't get that last dragon and put themselves on Soul Point, as they're going to engage onto
Timid Fate coming through. It's going to be finding its way onto Orca, who gets absolutely annihilated once again. Tide trying to flash away, won't be able to do so as he's taken out. Double kill there for Lava. Cascada teleports in. One more Q would give Lakai his absolute demise. But on the other side, though, Lava does go down. It's a 2-for-1 as things stand. Lava is the only one found, as Lakai did manage to limp himself away. Mantra Q will miss there for Minji.
So we saw the power of Bard against immobile carries there. They find Orca and Tide with the Bard ulti.
There's only 3 of us. Teleport available for Orca, who is spawning in a mere 5 more seconds. Tide on his way from base, and J-Team, they're wise to what is going on, but that Dragon is at half HP, and there's no one here really to do much about it. And will come Minji finally, but this Baron is going to be taken out. Smite will be found. 65 going to secure himself that one. Taka going in, he finds Enso. Back to the result of the last fight. It's going to be a nice way out onto Chi-Chi. He's fast enough to get himself out of the fray, but execute after execute, and the W will connect from Orca. The absolute epitome of a three-pointer as he slays Chi-Chi.
Yeah, I like that from DCG. I think they're realizing how strong they are, and just 3v4, who cares? They hit the Baron, and they manage to turn a fight around. They get members there in time, and you're seeing how strong the Smolder is. Only gonna get stronger. Baron picked up for DCG now. And again, it looked like J-Team maybe had a chance in that fight, picking off the bot lane of DCG.
Minji
going straight onto Minji.
Not enough of a burn there. Won't be able to find that one.
Level
very
15.
Very close.
Level 16 now on Cascada. So,
now, I wonder if he waited for the level 16 if he would have got the kill.
Yeah, maybe. Nice engage by the Bard here. Hits Orca. Tide dodges out of it, but Orca goes down instantly coming out of this. Tide goes down not long after. And Cascada actually had the kill on Lakai here, but he flashes and cancels an auto.
Oh, back to life. Taco. He's in between 4 people. That's not where you want to be, as Minji is going to execute him with that Mantra Q.
Yeah, Minji's still doing plenty of damage.
Absolutely. Taco now, he's up to 3 items, but he's going to be dead for the next 40 seconds, and that's a long time when your team is the one with Baron. Magical Journey coming out. They're looking for Tide. They're looking for someone, but they're not going to find them. It's going to be 665 who finds Lava. We've seen this before, though. It never has worked out in the past. Enzo's going to limp away with that blast cone. Tide, though, is going to be onto Lava, who will be able to flash the wall. Senna won't be able to land that ult onto Lava, trying to find that kill.
This is 4v5, by the way.
This is 4v5. Blue buff going to be secured here as Orca. Not going to be able to land that W, but it's going to be Dragon now looked at from J-Team. They don't have all that many cooldowns. Enzo finds a fantastic team. It's Fate onto 3, and Lakai's going to be here. 2-man knockup, 2-man slain. What a fantastic part ult. It's going to be 3 eventually. Dragon will be to follow, and this Baron found nothing. It's going to be all J-Team in the team fight.
Wow, what an incredible Bard ulti. Agreed, but Minji had a ridiculous team fight. He was zoning the carries of DCG the entire fight. Cascada could not hit, as it looked like a disaster fight, right? You're fighting into a fed smolder and a choke, but Minji zoned him out the entire fight and then ended up finding 2 3-man Qs the entire fight. We're going to see the Baron fight here. This is 3v4, but yeah, Chi-Chi loses half his HP immediately for walking up to Smolder and is still eating the Smolder Qs from so far away. And Orca with a nice snipe onto Chi-Chi. He doesn't quite kill him here, but he lands another snipe to finish him off. And yeah, Baron. So this Bard ult, I mean, Minji, look at their HP bars, already chunked out from Minji. Everyone at about half. And when you land a 3-man Bard ult, yeah, that's always going to be good.
Yeah, Lakai getting 1,250 gold from that singular Q. Always like that. Minji's going to even find Cascada. Just solo kills him off on the side, but as Taco finds one back, he's going to find 2. If 665 can land that resonating strike, which he will, so another kill up on the top side, but it's Taco on the bottom side. Triple kill. He's looking for his Quadra. It's going to be the ace given over to Orca, and somehow we come back to live, and it's just DCG everywhere after Minji finds a solo kill onto Cascada.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened there. And Minji stole so much time fighting 665 too. His team just got run over 4v3, I guess. We'll have to see how the fight started. DCG might look to end here, but Bard is up, and he has his ult as well.
Yeah, we'll be able to deny a lot of time.
Yeah.
It's probably just going to be an inhib. I want to see a replay of that fight, because I have no idea what just occurred.
Yeah, I'm confused. I'm confused too. I think maybe after a team fight when J-Team overestimated how strong they were, as they are still about 10k behind.
Okay, let's take a look. I mean, Cascada, he dies solo to Minji.
So Enzo's rooted up. Nice ult by Cascada, but yeah, he just gets one-tapped by Minji.
There it is.
Rest of the fight, Luava, oh, not the magical journey to your death. Oh, no.
Wow.
Yeah. Double-edged sword the Bard pick can be, and yeah, you saw it there. Kind of gets his whole team killed.
Kinda, that was, yeah. 8,100 damage for Taco. And all of that damage pretty much came in the space of about 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Just 3-man ult, 3-man Q, 3-man ult going back on his E.
Yeah.
I mean, can't get a better setup than that.
Yeah.
Importantly, Minji does finish off his Rabadon's death cap, and we do have the Runan's Hurricane now for Chi-Chi. So, despite the gold advantage, that is certainly in the favor of DCG. These champions of J-Team are getting very, very strong.
Yeah, we'll see what Chi-Chi can get done in these fights, because Minji's having a great time. He's playing these fights very well and chunking out members of DCG constantly.
Guardian Angel for Taco. He's 4 items now. That's not the kind of Yone you want to be fighting up against.
Yeah. And they don't have a lot of peel for Chi-Chi on the Yone. You know, Karma can shield him up, but Minji's playing for, you know, damage on the backline more than anything.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Sonic Wave lands. We've seen 665 take these before.
Yeah. Cascada's, I think he's got his rapid fire cannon now.
Yeah.
We will see in a sec, but you know, he's already doing chunks with his Qs.
And he's working towards the Leandries next. A little bit worried. Cascada's flap did not get him over that wall, but he was able to get out. You can find a pretty sizable chunk onto Lakai with just one auto and a Q.
Yeah,
Taco, Blast Cone's going to hit him back into the team here. Through will come Mum, and that's a lot of damage onto these 3 members on the bottom side. The Guardian Angel, of course, is available for Taco. Not going to be able to proc it, though, our J-Team, as DCG are going to count their lucky blessings. They kept their Yon, alive. He's going to be able to recall. He has his teleport if need be, and Enso, Lalva, very low. It's going to be the Baron started up.
Zoning out and chunking 3 people by himself is going to mean they just hit this Baron. The HP bars on J-Team are low.
Yeah, no ult for Yon though. Very important cooldown, and Cascada's chunked out from Minji on the bottom of that fight. Lalva as well, no ult anymore. Lakai, he's trying to find his angle. Does have that World Ender, of course, a very important cooldown as an Aatrox. 65 finds the angle, find an absolute clean kill onto Minji. Not much to be said about this anymore, as Lakai does go back to base. Has teleport, but Chi-Chi and Lalva, you're on the wrong side of the map. Lakai going to teleport into that mid lane. And now Enso going to be found by Tide. Exhaust comes through, Rue comes through. It's going to be an eventual kill picked up as Lakai pops that World Ender. He's actually looking for Cascada. He's going to find it. No, he won't. The chain even won't connect. So Lakai, he does his best to salvage what was a terrible situation. Not able to do so. And now it's Chi-Chi against 5 strong of DCG as this game looks to be wrapped up.
Yeah, nice try on Lakai to get a kill on Cascada, but he maybe just had to run and try to save the game there. Maybe him and Chi-Chi could hold on to it, but Chi-Chi on his own, I don't think can do anything about this.
Yeah, Chi-Chi's going to do his best, but of course, there's just too much damage coming through. Pops that lightning crash as his second Nexus Tower goes down. He's going to be able to find the kill onto Cascada, but hold up, Tempered Fate misses. Tempered Fate missed, and that'll seal the deal. It's going to be DCG taking game number 1 here, and in a thrilling fashion.